Welcome back, everybody, from around the world. We've got some information coming in via Google Earth, and some of our friends out there says we need to check out something along the coast of Antarctica, and it's observed on the Greenwich Islands. And we're going to take a closer look right now. Welcome, everybody, from around the world. If you haven't seen this, get ready, because you're about to see something that is quite amazing. Is there an entrance to a hollow earth that has been exposed right here at Google Maps? Well, right now we're looking at some of the imagery, and we're not seeing anything at the moment, but right here is where we need to think about if there is some kind of entry, and it may have been covered up because this image is coming in from 2016. Here we go, the depression in the snow, and this is about to get quite strange indeed when we look at the photos from Google satellites from 2010. We're moving on down the chain, but this is where it gets quite insane. Look at this. We have a massive entry into the side of this ice cliff. But is this a possible entrance into hollow earth? That's what's being speculated on the internet right now. Look at this. It is massive. Brett, I want to get your thoughts. What are we looking at right here?
Yeah, Blake, comparing the images from, 2017 and what we're looking at here.
Well, there's the image to 2010 and back to 2007. And here, let's we're moving the dial, and just in a matter of a few months from the first January 18, 2007 is this image, and then you just go back a little bit less than a half a year to 2006, and this doesn't even exist. What's going on?
Yeah, it's totally covered up. Is this a natural event, some sort of snow slide that covered this cave, this entrance of what we're looking at here? I find it kind of interesting looking at the colors and the dynamics around this entrance. It seems to be disturbed, maybe something lifting the ground up, exposing some of the dirt, maybe rocky terrain around the area. Is this an entranceway, Blake?
Well, it definitely seems, as people are speculating. Look at the sides of this thing. Here are the waves along the coast, and then right here it almost seems like it's a staircase, an entry into this huge entry on the side of the cliff here. Is this something that is being talked about around the world, about hollow earth and entries into the Antarctic, where you could actually enter bases, ancient civilizations from long ago?
Yeah, Blake, take a look at those steps. They look like they're made for a giant. They're huge. If we could get a calculation, maybe grab some measurements of this entrance, that'd be pretty cool. Let's pull that up.
Let's see what we could do here. We got the ruler out, and then we're gonna get it from the very top. I would say this would be the bottom about here. Look at that. It's about 274 feet from top to bottom. Let's see about from the width of this here. Let's bring it in, get our mark, and then the width of this is about 249 feet. So
yeah, look at that. It's the length of a football field. This thing's huge. It could fit hundreds, if not thousands of people walking in at one time into this hollow entrance.
And then the staircase is what is interesting to me, because again, let's just pull back and go back in time here. You see some kind of impression, like it was almost purposely covered up so we can't see this entry. Let's pull it back to let's see, how far does this Google satellite image go back to? It's about 1999, and obviously the clarity isn't as good as it is nowadays, but we're going to pull it back up to 2004. Again, not much evidence of this entryway, but then as the satellite imagery gets better throughout the years, we're beginning to see some
I'm looking at that
indications here.
And just look at that. Could this be a possible cover, a camouflage, maybe like how Navy SEALs use ghillie suits, and they do have snow-covered camouflage as well? Could this just be a blanket? I notice the color around it really doesn't match the other snow. You can see there's a slightly different color happening around that entrance.
Yeah, a little brownish hue of color. Is this the mountainside that's being exposed or something else? It's interesting. But then the photograph from 2007 is, well, let's see, 2006. And then just less than a half a year, this thing is exposed.
Could climate change or some sort of heating around the Earth be melting the ice around and unveiling secrets?
What's interesting is it stands out on its own off the coast there. There's no other indications of, what would you say, sinkholes being exposed here except this area. And then when you bring it up to 2010, again, it's just totally covered up. And the amount of change in the environment of over just a few years is remarkable to behold. A football-sized cavern, an entry into Hollow Earth possibly exposed, and then
bam, look at that. It's such a huge contrast of what happens within months around this peculiar area, the South Islands of Antarctica.
Yeah, I'm just changing up the dates. We got 2 images from it. It seemed like they wanted to get some good looks at this. Let's see. We got, there it is. This is
It's huge. It's big enough for spacecraft, flying saucers, any assets in our military to easily fly into this massive opening.
It sure would be interesting if it were in 2007. This is images from quite a long time ago, almost 11, going on 12 years here, and I'm surprised nobody went to this place, some kind of mission to the area to actually find out exactly where this entry led to, if it exactly possibly went in deeper than what we're looking at right now, because definitely you can see the dark shadows. It seems that wherever this leads, it's deep. It goes in quite a way. All I gotta say is the conspiracy theorists around the world are going to be talking about this, because right now I think it's the first time we're looking at it on YouTube in regards to this evidence. And I want to get your opinions, people from around the world. What do you think this anomaly is that was exposed in 2007? Is this just some kind of simple landslide that exposed a cave, or is this something man-made, some kind of base, an entry into a hollow earth in Antarctica? I'm not exactly sure, but the evidence is astounding right here that what we're looking at definitely once existed. A football-sized entry into a cavern. Where it leads, we don't know, but this is the image we have now from 2010. We haven't got any updates from Google Earth to see if it has been updated. Any other satellite imagery could possibly expose this. I'm wondering if it's exposed again now.
Yeah, it's a good question, Blake. I'm leaning towards this being covered up. Some sort of shielding, a blanket, a camouflage to hide this entrance, and they gave it away in 2007, and it's been exposed. So we need to get there. Somebody needs to get there and pull the veil over this cave and start walking in, see where it goes.
Yeah, you need some construction equipment to lift the snow up so we could expose what's underneath it, because as of 2015, the latest image, this is what we got right now. So it would take a major excavation.
Unless it was a facade created to hide this entrance, and maybe it's not as difficult as we all might think.
And again, who knows what is going on over the past few years from 2015 to going on to 2020. I got a feeling it is exposed, and we're probably back to this scenario. Maybe the entry has even gotten larger in its time. Well, the big question is what exactly was discovered here on these islands, and where does this entry lead? That's what we want to find out. Any last words here, Brett?
Yeah, I'm thinking this strategic place where this entrance or exit is showing itself. It's right along the coast, and you're heading into Antarctica, and it's a hop, skip, and a jump away from these islands. Could they all be connected? That could be a big finding right there.
Yeah, if the entry leads into here and then it leads down deep below the Antarctic, well, this is the big question, and answers will be revealed over the years, and we're going to be sharing them to you right here at Third Phase Moon. Everybody from around the world, be safe, Keep your eyes in the skies, and if you've captured anything amazing in the skies, submit it to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. This is Blake Cousins reporting from the Big Island of Hawaii. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you again next time.